This will be divided into 2, maybe 3 parts, we'll see. But we will be talking about camera movements, my favorite camera movements, the one that I use in my film work, you know, the videos that I post on my second YouTube channel or my Vimeo account. We will concentrate also on one specific tool, the one that I use that helps me minimize rolling shutter, micro jitters, camera shakes. You know what I'm talking about? Gimbals. And one specific gimbal, the Zhiyun CRANE 4. I still don't know how to pronounce this, but it's the CRANE 4. Part 2 will be about camera movements but with video tripods, and part 3, again, camera movements but with handheld rigs or shoulder rigs. Building, enriching my visuals, expanding my vocabulary is an important part of my learning journey as a filmmaker. I'm still learning, and whenever I can, I imagine it, do it, and I fail. When I started my photography journey, I forced myself to work for several days and sometimes weeks with a specific focal length. This helped me understand how I can better use my lenses and how to choose the right one to use. I do the same thing for my video work, my film work, testing different camera movements and better understand the impact it can have on my story, how it makes me feel, and how it can make you feel. I wasn't too much into gimbals in the beginning because the images it delivered felt too artificial, too robotic. Of course, now you can better fine-tune your settings to diminish, to reduce that feeling, that effect. I still use the CRANE 3S for heavier setups, and for lighter setups, I now use the CRANE 4. I did review the CRANE 3S. If you haven't seen that video, it's still on the channel. Slow or fast push-ins and pull-outs are a great way to introduce a scene, a character, or to emphasize a moment. I usually use the lock mode for that on the CRANE 4. Same mode if I want to boom up or down my camera. I would use the pan and follow mode if I have to pan while booming up or down. For tracking shots, when I'm following my main protagonist, I usually use the pan and follow mode, unless we are just moving forward or backward. Same mode for my panning shots, pan and follow all the way. For something that feels less constrained, I use the POV mode. The camera doesn't have to move all the time. This is why I love gimbals like the CRANE 4. I can leave my camera on it and make all the shots I need. The app is useful if you want to dive further into the menus and control your crane. I usually use the small screen to accelerate my workflow and process. I do simple moves and already know how to set up my gimbal without using the app. I had my phase early on where I used my gimbal all the time, even for sequences that didn't even need it. I'm kind of growing out of this, and now I know with my experience whether a shot needs a gimbal or not. Have you checked out my recent micro shorts on Vimeo or on my second YouTube channel? There is a mix of different camera movements and a different approach each time. I used dolly tracks, tripods, worked handheld, with a gimbal, and sometimes it was a mix of all that. The Crane 4 is easy to carry around, so it's always an available option for me. I can still do stuff all by myself. It is sold with a nice carrying case and all the tools you need to set up your camera and film right away. Calibrating the tool is straightforward. It will tell you right away if something is off. They even added that little small light on the side just in case you need a little help in low light situations or if you need that extra catch light in the eyes. It's well made, well built, so I'm kind of eager to see what will replace the Crane 3S Pro kit for heavier cinema camera rigs, or in my case, when I use heavier lenses. What about you? Are you using gimbals in your work? And if you do so, what are your favorite camera movements? Tell us in the comments below. Ho, ho, ho. I really hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I'm wishing you the best for 2024. A loving, a healthy, and of course a creative new year. I guess that I will catch you in the next one. Until then, take care. And please, have a fantastic one.